Welcome, everyone. We'll start off with the approval of the agenda. Is there a motion?
Mr. President, move that the board approve the July 13th, 2026 agenda. Second.
Motion made and seconded. Motion passes. Next, we have report of board members. Is there any board members? Report? All right.
I do. I did had the opportunity to join with a church through a drive-through prayer on Juneteenth to pray against racism or any type of hatred and to pray for unity. And that was a wonderful experience. And I was glad to do it. I also got a chance to join the town hall meeting Thursday before last, I believe it was, with Representative Donna Barnes, who really enlightened us with others about the upcoming August 4th election. And then last week, I was able to join the women from the representative women from Jefferson City at the library as they explained to us in details some of the things that are happening with these amendments 1, 2, 4, and 5. And I would encourage everybody to find somewhere to go and really listen up so that you can be well educated on what's happening in some of these voting.
All righty. Seems like that's the report of the board members. Next, we have the report of superintendent.
So good evening, Chairman Birchman, Vice Chairwoman Edna Idrisola, and members of the Braytown Quality School District Board and members of the community. While it is summer, it seems like just yesterday, it was the last day of school, and we are now ramping up our efforts to open school. So there's really no breather as our administrators return tomorrow. We're excited for what the 26-27 school year will hold. I also want to commend our teachers and our students for their engagement during our enrichment opportunity, also known as summer school. While our focus is always to ensure that our students are in environments where they are able to learn, I want to make sure that our families continue to engage our students during the summer to give them balance. And what do I mean by balance? Giving them opportunities to continue to learn and grow through active reading, making sure we refine our mathematical skills and utilizing those resources that are provided, but even more so allowing children to be children, allowing them to be able to play and continue to grow and develop together so that they are productive when they meet that 12th grade threshold to enter into society, being globally competitive with their peers. I am very pleased with what it was that I have observed during summer school. I saw students actively participating in the learning process, but on the last few days, I also had the opportunity to watch celebrations occur. And so I just want to thank our administrators and our teachers for providing that space, but also thanking our parents for trusting us in the space to continue to educate our children. That concludes the report of the superintendent. 8.1 is on the agenda for informational purposes at this time. This concludes the superintendent's report.
Thank you. Next, we have presentations and recognitions.
Good evening, President Burton, Board of Education, Dr. Martin Knox. This evening, we want to recognize two of our board members. First, Ms. Edna Idrisola from the Missouri School Boards Association for completing your Certificate of Achievement for your school board refresher training. And then we also want to recognize Miss Dorothy Tucker Roberts, also MSBA Certificate of Achievement, for completing her Essential Certified Board Member Training. So congratulations to you both.
Sure. Ms. Dorothy, you make Penelope look tall.
Yeah, don't leave Dorothy alone.
Since he got on 3 inches. Okay, no. We'll move past the public comment period. There's nothing, no one has signed up. Next, we'll have board committee reports. Are there any reports from the board? Finance, policy? All right. What's that? We need a motion. Motion for the curriculum and instruction committee. Need a motion.
Mr. President, I move that the board approve the June 8, 2026 Curriculum and Instruction Committee meeting minutes.
Motion made and seconded. Who was that? You got it? Mr. Newt. Motion passes.
Mr. President, move that the Board of Education approve the purchase of this training for staff for 26-27 school year, underwritten by the CSF of Jackson County, around $15,000. Second.
Motion made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, let's vote. Motion passes. Next, we have the live video tutoring. West Ridge.
President, move that the Board of Education approve the purchase of live video tutoring at West Ridge Elementary School from Amplify Inc. in the amount of $71,304.35 as presented.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. No discussion. Motion passes.
Mr. President, I move that the Board of Education approve the purchase of live video tutoring for Eastwood Hills Elementary School from Amplify Inc. in the amount of $138,695.65 as presented. Second.
Motion made and seconded.
Mr. President, I move that the Board of Education approve the purchase of the ESSA Universal Restrainer from Riverside Insights for the 2026-2027 school year, in the amount of $71,170.26.
Motion made and seconded. Motion passes.
Mr. President, I move that we accept this renewal agreement for McKinney Vento cabin with Opposite Drive.
Is there a second?
I will second.
Okay.
Question on that.
All right, motion made and seconded. Is there any discussion?
Was there a need for changing it?
Is there a need for change?
It sounds like it was changed from one.
It was, I thought we had hop skip drive.
Yeah.
already. We already had-
Yeah,
We had stop and drive. Did we? Go ahead.
No,
You seconded it though.
I did second it. I mean. I'm fine
Seconded
with
it.
it. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it.
Discussion?
No, I'm good with it. I'm good with it.
Have we gotten feedback from the receivers of the service to know that it's,
That's Lynn and right. Sorry. Yeah. Mr. Tarver, should I say, I'm sorry.
Good evening, board.
Good evening.
Hop Skip Drive has been a vendor with us for several years. They made some changes to their language, legal agreements. And so we had asked our legal team to review and bring the updated agreement to the board for approval. But Hop Skip Drive has been a valuable partner with us. We've used them for several years.
no need to, even though we've had them for several years, there's no need to kind of throw a bid out there to see if there's anything better?
So we have two vendors. Hop Skip Drive is one of those. They're our preferred vendor. That we do have a secondary vendor that we use in the event that Hop Skip Drive can't meet our needs. There are those services, those companies that provide those services are few and far between. I can certainly follow up with Dr. Tarvin to see when was the last time we put out an RFP, but we have utilized Hop Skip Drive for
You know?
several years and feel they're meeting our needs.
Okay,
Only
thank you.
House Skip Drive's been pretty reliable. I mean, pretty most reliable.
Yes, sir.
Right. That's what because I've been in those meetings with. I've been in those meetings with them, Kenny Bento and those other people over there at the church. So I know they are pretty happy with Hop Skip Drive. So
Who's the secondary? Never mind.
I can get back to you, Mr.
But
Burke.
then we discussed,
we just,
Not
we
the
just
last
had a
month.
meeting with them. We had meeting with me and Portia Seals with Caring for Kids and Kevin St. Paul. We was all over there. We had a meeting with them, and that's how I knew it was Mr. Tarver. So we did have a meeting with them, and they were pretty. I mean, like everybody else. So they had a huge problem at first with transportation with Hop Skip Drive. It was the most pretty reliable source.
Hmm.
The students getting them in the car was the hardest thing. It wasn't the Hop Skip Drive. It was actually getting students in the car from the parent point of view than it was
The driver.
the drivers.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Ms. Dorothy.
Oh.
You all good?
Mr. President, move that the Board of Education approve the purchase of school rooms for the 2026-2027 school year in the amount of $25,155.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Motion passes.
Mr. President, I move that the board is approve the lease of two activity athletic bands at the monthly cost of $837.38 per band.
Second.
Motion made in second.
Do you have a question about this?
You made the motion. He made the motion.
Good evening, Dr. Martin Knox, members of the board, Mr. Jamerson.
So, only question is, as we talked on the last meeting about, financing things that, that we can purchase. Is it possible for us to just buy these things instead of just leasing?
That is possible. So the reason we went with the lease option is, as you know, with Jackson County taxes, we have an issue for the next 3 years. The lease is short-term gap at a less cost to us. At the end of it's a 5-year lease to Enterprise. We have our vehicles, our monthly vehicles, like with our fleet for maintenance leased as well. We try and re-up those every 5 years. We have it's what's called an equity lease. And so say we have a truck that's at the end of 5 years and it has 65,000 miles on it. At the end of that 5-year lease, we quit paying anything on it. We maintain the vehicle. When we turn that back in Enterprise, they sell the vehicle and say they get $33,000 for that vehicle. We roll that back into the other one. The activity vans have not been replaced in a long time. One has 170,000 on it. One has 187,000 on it. So those are the ones that are actually that Dr. Easley is using to transport kids. So we'll take the current athletic activities vans, move those over into transportation, and then lease these new ones to be able to provide reliable transportation.
Makes perfect sense.
Very, very smart. Some people.
Motion passes. Next, we have the Hilliard quote, purchase of soap and cleaning supplies.
President, I move that the board approve Hilliard for the purchase of custodial supplies in the amount of $81,982.
Second.
Motion made in second. Can't argue with soap.
It's kind of hard.
Too late, we voted.
Mr.
Ain't so-
President, I move that the board approve a 4J facility supply for the purchase of custodial supplies in the amount of $228,000.72.
What is that?
My God.
Yearly purchase.
What is that?
It's all good. It's on the estimate.
Everything.
Yeah. Motion made, and is there a second?
Second, I second it.
All right.
That's a lot.
Not the soap.
Is that for two different companies? I mean, two different sources
Hey.
of supplies?
Let's call them up.
You want to stay up here?
You're popular.
I almost
Doesn't-
just stayed, but I decided not to.
Let's let it.
So just to provide some clarity to the board, the first one is Hilliard. That is one supplier we have. That is purchased through the Greater Suburban Kansas City Joint Purchasing Co-op. So that all meets our bidding requirement. We can buy through a single vendor through that. Our soap dispensers in all of our buildings are proprietary to Hilliard. That's why we're buying soap from them, because that's the only soap that fits the dispenser.
Hmm.
The 4J is purchased again through a co-op. It's called TIPS. The local purchasing system again goes through, we've done football fields, we've done several things through tips. Everything's pre-bid to meet our bidding requirements and we go through there. That's why there's two different ones. They're competitors actually. And so we split and buy whatever is the best price from Hilliard and then the rest is the best price based off Fort J. And that is, I think I heard somebody ask, is that for the year? That should be for the year. These are estimates based on what we've done in years past. So that usually gets us through this year and into summer of next year until we replenish again this year. Any other questions?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's go. We'll ask Dr. Knox. Who knows?
Mr.
We'll
President,
pull him up.
move to approve the TPC for the purchase of copy paper in the amount of $107,352.
All right. Is there a second? Second. Let's vote. Right.
Board approved July 13th, 2026, consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Okay, there was a donation of books, bags, and containers totaling $6,000. Not inside the bags, but to support literacy growth at school and home from Woods Chapel UMC to Laurel Hills Elementary School. We want to say thank you for that donation. That is, I'm sure it's going to help with the achievement of our students at, was that Laurel Hills? Thank you so much.